everybody, welcome to Zenny62. It is 9:42 on the west, which makes it 12:42 in the east, and on a bit later than I wanted to be, but had to go out. And I'll tell you what I did, folks. All right. First of all, I went out. Let me turn this down. I have the MTV Movie and TV Awards on in the background. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit, though. Then I'll tell you what's happening here. I went to do a video tour of certain parts of Oakland to see how things change, particularly over 51st and Telegraph, and then went over to San Francisco to the Transbay Transit Center, which is all but finished and not quite open, but it's so close to being open that they have the air fans spinning at the second level lobby. It's a gorgeous place. I made an 11-minute vlog over there, and then I looked at the time and headed back. But I had to get that in. I was originally supposed to leave tonight, but I'll be here through Wednesday, as it turns out. Anyway, and then I thought, okay, there's a lot going on with the Raiders, but none other than that the Khalil Mack has held out, but he's going to hold out for a while. And I'm going to take up another time the issue of Arden Key, because I believe that the Raiders are working under the idea that they can get along without Khalil Mack. I really believe that. But the big thing that I want to share with everybody right now is this, and it is a big thing. First of all, I want to show you the original anticipated construction timeline to completion, okay, for the stadium in Las Vegas. This is it. Right here, okay? Look, all right? They said January 2018, stadium bonds are issued. Raiders commence construction, okay? 30-month construction period, right? Approximately, what does that say? It says approximately 39 months is what it says. June 2020, okay? June 2020, then 3-month movement period to August 2020, all right? But now, get this, okay, folks? This is really something to really consider. Things have changed because now the estimated, it is thought, day that the stadium will be finished is August 2020. It's not June of 2020. You know, when this chart that I showed you was made, they then came back, and if you remember, they came back and said, okay, it's going to be July 2020, right? In fact, stadium construction is completed. If I type July 2020, Vegas stadium construction completed. And the big thing is, all right, and the big thing is, now see, get this, right? First, this is what I'm showing you, right? First, take a look at this, all right? First, it was said, and I want you to pay attention to this, okay? Look, first they said June 2020, stadium construction is completed, right? 3 months move-in period to August 2020, right? Paying attention? Okay. Paying attention? Okay, now look at this. Looky what I found here, okay? Move over here. Look at this, all right? Bam. Raiders Stadium to be completed in July 2020, okay? Get this? Raiders Stadium to be completed July 31st, 2020. Funny, that's almost August, okay? That's almost August. All right? So, yeah, Barry Lee, hashtag MTV Awards, hashtag Raiders, hashtag Las Vegas, hashtag Stadium, hashtag NFL. There's enough room for all that, okay? Okay? Oh, by the way, hold on a second. I got to hear this. This is a big deal. Listen. Chadwick Boseman and Michael B. Jordan. Chadwick Boseman is type Black Panther. He's giving out the Gold Popcorn Award. Michael B. is in the house. I saw Black Panther again on the way here. Awesome movie. If you haven't seen it, please just take time to see Black Panther. It's a great movie. I just want to see who's going to get the Gold Popcorn Award. And he's right. So, oh, I guess he got the Gold Popcorn Award. Okay. He got the Gold Popcorn Award for the Black Panther. I get you. All right. Good for him. Good for society. Black Panther is a heck of a movie. I didn't think I would enjoy it the second time around, folks. I actually like Black Panther better the second time around. All right. Now, getting back to what I was talking about regarding the Raiders Stadium. Listen to this, okay? Look at this. Look at this and listen right here. Look. See this? Raiders Stadium to be completed July 2020, all right? Now, originally it said here, okay, January, stadium bonds are issued, and I'll get to that. June 2020, stadium construction is completed, 3 months. August 2020, NFL opening day. Okay? Folks, I'm sorry. That's not happening. And then this, all right? Look at this, okay? And this came out November 2nd, 2017, updated January 11th, 2018, all right? In November, the Raiders will break ground. Magical Mystery Tour for the Truth, as I'm calling it. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it the Magical Mystery Tour for the Truth, okay? Get this. This is the Magical Mystery Tour. All right, now, okay? Magical Mystery Tour of the Truth, okay? All right. Okay. Now here. As of May 4th, 2018, Vegas Stadium under political fire. We knew about that, all right? That was what Schwartz was going to do. But incorporated within this article called Vegas Stadium under political fire is this. Bingo, all right? Look at this. The future stadium of the National Football League's current Oakland Raiders is still set for completion in August 2020 as design elements and costs of the Vegas project were finalized just last month. August 2020 is when it is completed, right? Now get this, once it's completed, and look, not only that, look at how close they were to August anyway when Sisolak put out the tweet for July. It was July 31st. That was just inching into August, right? Then get this, folks, right here. The bonds were issued, they said they're supposed to be issued in January. Nope. Folks, the stadium bonds were issued until April. January, February, March, April. That's 4 months. 4 months behind. So we've got June, July, August. That's 3 months behind on the date of the completion of construction, right? Get this now. What does this say? 3-month move-in period, right? So if this is now August, this is, right? What's 3 months? If the construction's completed in August, September, October, it's not going to. November 2020 is more like it. It's the truth. So it's the truth. The Raiders may not like it, but you don't want to wind up saying to people, well, gee, we're going to build this thing ahead of time and we're going to rush this and this thing is going to be built the fastest ever. I remind everybody, this is 1 block from an earthquake fault, an active earthquake fault. I haven't given up on this. I've just been sort of laying low and dormant, let everybody have their fun and, all that, making new friends and all that. I ain't dead. I'm still around because the problems are still there, folks. Will the stadium be a financial boon for the Raiders? Of course it will, if they can afford it. Okay? Mark Davis says we're sparing no expense. great. Just don't break yourself in the process. Look, I've said it before, I'll say it again. When this thing is finished, because there's nothing like it in Nevada, Las Vegas Valley, and Vegas is Vegas, it's going to be huge, without question. It's going to be huge. But there are other problems. You've got MSG being built, Resorts World, T-Mobile. There's another arena that's constructed. So again, Vegas has a tendency to overdo itself. But that said, you would have to be a fool to think that the Raiders Stadium as a building will not succeed. Trust me, folks, it will. But the question is, when I say succeed, I mean in terms of getting events in it. The question, and now there's succeed, and then there's going in the red versus the black. You can succeed in, go in the red. From the standpoint of the Raiders football team, I'm concerned that the operating cost of this stadium is not going to be paid for by the sponsorships that they need to pay for it. Okay? Sure. So you're probably saying, well, Zinni, you just said it's going to be successful. It is in terms of the sheer magnitude of events it can handle, right? But you see, with every revenue picture that's bright of a facility that size, there comes also a large cost, large operating costs, large electricity costs, costs for water runoff. I don't see that they're actually working on a good drainage system around there. Everyone looks at this as, oh, they're under construction, they're headed. I'm thinking, that looks like flat dirt, man. One good rain, okay? That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. This thing is not going to open for the NFL season on time. I'm telling you, it is not going to open for the NFL season on time. I'm going to repeat, it is not going to open for NFL 2020 on time. It just ain't happening. I don't care. I have nothing against the people who disagree with me. I like them very much. Rich Vallota, the Review Journal, is a friend of mine. Tommy White, I like. I like all the people. I like the mayor of Las Vegas. I even like Mark, okay? Davis, the Raider owner. But they're all wrong. This thing is not opening on time for the NFL season 2020. I'm sorry, it's just not, okay? It's just not. Now I'll read your comments. Barry Lee says, hey, Zinni, I found a link to your, to fix my reverse image problem by iPhone 8. Okay, cool. And Jim, yes, I am back home in Oakland. And the barber says, where do you think they'll play in 2020? The Coliseum. They will play at the Oakland Coliseum in 2020, as I've said. What I fear, given the way the Raiders like to do things, is what I call a sort of a split kind of season, and I think the Coliseum JPA needs to ask itself, is it ready to have a split season with the Raiders where they play some in Oakland and some in Las Vegas? I really believe that could come to pass because the Las Vegas, government minders and politicians are really going to be chomping at the bit for the Raiders to place in 2020. They're going to say, you promised us, you said this, and Bourdain's going to say, well, I didn't see it, I didn't promise, and all that stuff, okay? And, all right. Hey, Black Panther won another award, MTV Music Awards. Woo! Black Panther. Black Panther's cleaning up, man. Like I said, if you haven't seen Black Panther, see it. Hey, John Marks, how you doing? How you doing? I mean, it is something else. And great to see these brothers killing it. I'm just proud of them. Just really am. So... T. Cooper, how you doing? I started to call you and do a live stream from somewhere in Oakland, but that's okay. Kevin KD says, I've seen it. Very underwhelming, to be kind. Seen what? Black Panther? No, Black Panther is awesome, man. You're crazy. You're crazy, Kevin KD. You're absolutely crazy. So, our champ is here. No, Kevin KD, Black Panther was awesome, man. Awesome. Awesome. So Barbara says a split season would be a slap in the face of Northern California fans. Cowboy Russell says, just had to break up a fight between my two granddaughters. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Kevin KD, Black Panther's awesome. You must have had a frontal lobotomy to even think it wasn't. I'm sorry. It was blind. It was absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Now, Kevin KD says this relocation is a slap to the face. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Absolutely. But on the other hand, I tend to look at it this way. Frankly, in how I look at it is like this, okay? It is a sign of how the country is changing that we have activists essentially running our government who don't know how to build things. And that is, and I don't mean that in a pejorative way, that's just a fact. When we had the Coliseum built, and we had the effort to bring the Raiders back from LA, we had people who understood how to use government to build things. And we don't have that now. We have an Oakland auditorium that sits still to this day unused. In a world full of conventions, looking for homes, in a Bay Area that in the past has attracted some big conventions, we don't care. We have a government that's lazy in Oakland. It doesn't do anything. We've got, okay? And what it does do, it takes a long time to do. The fastest Oakland government ever worked was after the earthquake to rebuild City Hall. And then, well, no, let me take that back. The fastest Oakland government ever worked was to bring back the Raiders. That happened like this. Boom. Okay? There was focused intent. And maybe someone didn't like the way the PSL issue went down, but it worked. We got the Raiders back. It was focused and it worked. I have never seen Oakland government work that fast to do anything since. We have a homeless problem here that we could solve like that, but we don't have the will. I don't care what anyone says. We don't have the will. All right? The homeless problem is more than just affordable housing. It's also having enough low-skilled but well-paying jobs. We don't have those in bunches. We could, but we don't. All right? All of this stuff is man. All the problems we're talking about are person-made. So if they're person-made problems, people can get rid of them, right? We can straighten them out. Okay, so bad stuff. Barry Lee, Barry Strong. John Mark says, I agree with Zenny. Oakland's government is lazy, in my opinion, stupid. No, not stupid, just lazy. They're smart people. They just don't want to do a lot of focused work. And I say that in the full knowledge that someone will see this. I want them to. Someone needs to light a fire under the city of Oakland and say, hey, get your collective act together. We've had the Oakland Army Base project, 24 years, 25 years and counting, we haven't replaced those jobs. Okay? We're great at saying no, but we're not great at getting to yes, and we're building things. And antisocial postal, I'm not going to, I don't know who you are, so I'm not going to, and you're new, so I'm not going to, repeat that anything unless I know who you are. I sort of give, that's just my bias, okay? Like, I really don't know who Cowboy Wrestler is, but Cowboy Wrestler says some, cool things. Just letting you know. If you say, however, if you come up with that one thing that's really worth saying, then I'll recite it. But welcome. I say welcome to Zenny 62. Nah, don't bother what I'm saying. It's been a long day. Whatever. Just welcome to Zenny 62 and keep typing. John Mark says that's why we honor the former mayor of Oakland, Elihu Harris. Cowboy Wrestler says 4-year-old twins, my daughter and son-in-law out of town for the next 3 weeks, so me and my wife are watching them. Cool. John Mark says Oakland can get another NFL team if they're motivated. And yeah, Barry, you guys know me, and I know you all. That's what I like. That's what I'm getting at, though. It's a lack of motivation. And I don't care what anyone says about Las Vegas. You can't take motivation away from the city's collective DNA. If Las Vegas wants to have something happen, it happens pretty quick. Okay, you cannot deny that. You can't get mad at them for that. That's just the way it goes. John Mark says, how about we take the Chargers away and recall them as the Oakland Invaders? You know, I actually like that idea. I really do. Take the Chargers out of LA and bring them up here and call them the Oakland Invaders. Actually, I like that idea. What do you guys think? I really do like that idea. I'm going to tweet that out as an idea. I really am. So I'm going to tweet that out as an idea. Kevin KD says the city's huge debt will emanate from the public subsidy and motivate them to regret getting the Raiders. You mean the county, Clark County of Las Vegas? It's not the city of It's not the city, Kevin. It's Clark County. Clark County is floating the bond, and the taxpayer is the backstop. John Mark says, I would love to work with Dean Spanos and bring the Chargers to Oakland and recall them the Oakland Invaders. Tell him. You know, see what he says. You know, wait, what is this? Lena, watch. What is this? Zendaya. Oh, it's the MTV Awards. The replay. Yay! Cool graphics, man. Woo! I like it. Woo! Cool graphics. Welcome, by the way. I've got two things going. I'm talking about the Raiders. The MTV Movie and TV Awards are on. I'm going to read you the list of the winners right now. If you are. John Mark says, forget the Raiders. I want the Oakland Invaders. And I'm typing... oh, by the way, NFL transactions for Monday. LA Rams waived Larry Rose, running back of Mexico State. Louisville defensive back Chucky Williams. And the claiming deadline is 4 o'clock p.m. tomorrow, New York time. Terminations via waiver system. Frank Ginda, linebacker out of San Jose State. And Arkansas wide receiver Hamilton Colby. So wait a minute. Let's see that. What's this Frank Ginda guy all about? Maybe the Raiders are in the hunt for linebackers. Let's see if Frank Ginda he's kind of a short guy, 6'1". Played college ball at San Jose, 6'1". Went to Los Banos High School. He is full go at pro day after hit and run. Ooh, oh my God, this kid had a horrible accident. I hope he makes it with some team, because according to this news, Frank Ginda led the nation in tackles in 2017 with 173 stops. So he's the nation's top tackler, but he was bloodied by a hit and run. And he plans to wow NFL scouts a week later. His Dodge Dart was T-boned by an oncoming car while stopped at an intersection in downtown San Jose. Ginda and his girlfriend were off to get frozen yogurt at about 8 p.m. and were waiting to take a right turn from southbound 7th Street onto Margaret Street. At that point, a silver van heading in the opposite direction sped through the red light into the intersection, struck a car traveling westbound at an estimated 40-mile-per-hour speed, and sent it into the driver's side of Ginda's car. The impact drove his face into the windshield, shattering the glass and knocking off the rearview mirror along the way, and had the junior linebacker wondering if, in a matter of seconds, his NFL dream had been derailed. Wow. So he led the nation in tackles with 173. He wasn't invited to the scouting combine. And so he just, never found his place. That's the perfect guy to have a chance for the Raiders. Although my thought, though, is that he may not get that chance because of the numbers game that's starting to play out on defense. Unless he comes in there and just goes balls to the wall like this is my last shot. But he was, you know, so you never know. I mean, he says he lives and believes football. He was the nation's leading tackler. They call him Frank the Tank Ginda. That's his name, Frank the Tank Ginda. And plays inside or middle linebacker. He can play, wow. And the guy can come up and hit you. I'm watching a tape right now. I can't show it for copyright reasons. But you can just, Ginda's Ginda. Frank the Tank Ginda. Again, he led the nation in tackles in 2017. There he's back playing against the zone. That was a wasted video. And here he is coming in against got the quarterback. Wrestled him out of bounds. And there he is again, lining up on the outside, lining up on the strong side, linebacker, going back into the zone. Not involved in the rush here. So he's, you know, this guy may have. He plays in deep coverage. And he moves fast. Let me see what his 40 time is. Maybe that's the issue. Let's see what Frank the Tank's 40 time is. 40 time, 40-yard dash. 40 time is, his 40 time is low 4.64, then 4.72 high, 4.82. So that's not, I mean, for a linebacker, and then he posted another time of 4.72, all right? By contrast, let's see something here. That was his 40 time. I'm gonna see what Arden Key is. Arden Key 40 time, because this is the measure he's going to be compared against, all right? Arden Key was actually, do you realize that Frank Ginda is faster than Arden Key? Arden Key's 40 time was 4.89 and 4.91 seconds, okay? So that was Arden Key, all right? That's Arden Key. So you got a guy that's you know, 2/10 of a second faster. And so then Arden Key, the Raiders seem to prize, and then also, Khalil Mack 40 time. Khalil Mack's 40 time. What is Khalil Mack's 40 time? Khalil Mack's 40 time was 4.55, 4.6. So Frank, he had a low. Get this though, he had a low of 4.45. Did Khalil Mack? The Raiders have to sign this guy. They don't have anybody who can replace Khalil Mack. If that's what they're thinking with Arden Key, and with these lower round draft picks who are just considerably slower, they're nuts, okay? They're absolutely nuts. They need to sign Khalil Mack now. But my point is, Frank Ginda could come in and really give the Raider linebackers a run for their money. Literally. He would be the second fastest linebacker. As I'm looking at this, he would be the second fastest linebacker on the team. Yeah, Ginda would. So, and again, he led the nation in tackles. The Raiders aren't going to give that guy a chance. You know? Let me get back to your comments. So, Malcolm, how you doing? And Jordan Yancey says, what do you think about the super team the Lakers are talking about putting together? They're talking. There's talk. Is it the Lakers are talking about it, or the media is talking about the Lakers doing it? See, there's two different things. The media, some of the media, I'm part of the media, tries to will the Lakers into this thing that in point of fact they are not. But the Lakers were shit last year. They're going to be shit this coming year. They're going to be shit the year after that. Trust me. The Lakers are not going to just like that return to form, okay? They simply are not going to do it. They're not going to do it with LeBron. The best hope is to get Anthony Davis. The other best hope is to get Kawhi Leonard. I don't see LeBron James being the savior for the Lakers with those guys. I don't see them as the right mix. I see the best place for LeBron James is in a more relaxed role with the Warriors, where you can pair with Kevin Durant, and I think he would spell. I think working a deal that would get Livingston out, maybe, you know, Livingston and one other person for LeBron, and then just give LeBron like give him a package deal of like something like 70 million, right? Something like that. Something that makes him choke. Like, oh my God, I can't find that money anywhere. And then bring him to the Warriors. The Warriors will get another ring. The two greatest modern basketball players in the modern age will be paired on one team. People will be pissed off with LeBron. Good. They'll be pissed off because they know LeBron wants to win. They know he wants to make a lot of money. They know he wants to invest in startups because he wants to be the next Warren Buffett. What better place to come to be the next Warren Buffett than the San Francisco, Oakland, Bay Area? This is the place that LeBron should be, not the Lakers. I don't care if he's got homes down there. They're cheap homes. He can fly up from LA to the Bay Area. It's a 30-minute flight. It's just a commute. He'll be just fine. But this place is the place LeBron James should be, not LA. Anybody talking LA for LeBron is a fucking fool. I don't care if they're talking to him about it and they want it to happen. He ain't going to win there. Okay? He is not going to win in La La Land. It ain't happening. All right? I'm sorry. Okay? Dang it. Just telling you. John Marks is all on the Chargers. Malcontent says, let's focus on Oakland, part of the Oakland Raiders, in order to recharge the city's economic development. That's one way we may be able to entice a new team to the town. I agree. I agree, as does John Marks. Corey Brown says, but I can get with rebirthing the Invaders. They were an Oakland team, started here just like the Raiders. I think that's a great idea, actually. I do like the idea of that. I think I'll put that out there. By the way, Oakland News Now is on Google News, okay? Just letting you all know that. So I can actually, you know, make some hay here. And so, now Anti-Social Postal has an interesting comment. He goes, thank you. Why do you think elected officials feel entitled to complacency? Perhaps allowing problems to fester gives them issues to get reelected? How can this disincentive be reconciled? What's your take? It can be reconciled by serious recall. We don't really seriously do it. Lazy elected officials are the byproduct of a lazy electorate. You know, we don't really want to solve problems. And the issue we have here is that we think going out to protest is going to solve a problem. We've had protest after 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 protest, okay? Have things changed? I can say in one case they have. But that was because of the nature of the protest. I'll get to that in a second. But with respect to police brutalities, you know, I will say one thing. The protests have brought awareness. And they have brought some changes. The protests brought us the police commission by vote. So I'm going to take back what I said. But my point is that the protests have only brought, I'm not going to take back what I said entirely. The protests have only brought certain legislative changes. But in terms of, but the protests by their nature have not caused things to get built. If you go down to 40th and 40th Street, past 40th and Telegraph, and turn, actually no, go down Grand Avenue, excuse me, go down Grand Avenue, and then go down Grand Avenue, and then just past Telegraph under the freeway and then turn right, you will see a gigantic group of tent after tent after tent comprising a homeless camp. There are 7 homeless encampments around Lake Merritt alone. 7, okay? What's going on here is horrendous, and that's why it's great that on Friday, the California Secretary of State's office announced that they received over 400,000 valid signatures. So the California Housing Act will be put on the November ballot. What will that do? It will repeal Costa-Hawkins. What is that? Costa-Hawkins basically prohibits, Costa-Hawkins prohibits rent control on buildings that were built after 1995. And it allows a landlord to raise rents once a tenant is out by as much as 3 times. 3 times, okay? What this will do is repeal Costa-Hawkins and allow each local government to establish its own rent control laws. Right, that's right. So now, let's say in Oakland, they could have a law saying, hey, look, you cannot raise the rent after someone moves out. You have to leave it where it was when they were there, okay? Or they could do even harder change. They could say, hey, look, lower the rent to an affordability index depending on location. There's a lot that Oakland can do. Really is a lot that Oakland can do. And Berkeley can do something different, and so on and so on and so on. So, John Mark says, home plate. Barry Lee says, gotcha. Okay. John Mark says, so the invaders have some sentimental value here. Oh, yeah. Malconton says, I'm trying by writing emails to city council members. We need more people communicating with them directly. If they don't know what you want, how can they represent your interests? True. That's very true. Kevin KD says, Mr. Kevin KD says, John Marks, I definitely want KD to stay. Now we're talking, I missed. Anti-Social Postal says, LeBron is not looking to play with children on the Lakers. John Marks says the Dean Spouse can still own the team. I'm sure he'd like to know that. Malcontent says, I got that comment by Malcontent, so okay, now I know where I'm at. And Barry Lee says, Oakland officials really need to fly down to San Antonio to learn how to help with the homeless because of San Antonio Sam Shelter campus that other cities are following as a model. Oh, I don't know anything about that. Send me something, by the way. Kevin KD says LeBron should go to Philly. No! I want LeBron to the Warriors. Frick Philly. Forget it. Jordan Leang says, how can you say that we got the most cap? We signed 2 max players. Me? I didn't say that. John Mark says, we need to sign KD. Yep. Malcontent says, I also think LeBron may end up in Philly. Dumb. He's not going to win. He ain't winning. John Mark says, bring in LeBron. Yeah. Look, the only place LeBron is guaranteed to win is Golden State, okay? He needs to bring his show to the Bay Area, period. Jordan Yan says he would never go to... Never say never, Jordan. Never say never, man. Never say never. John Mark says, I wonder if LeBron could invest in Zenny 62. Good idea. Hey, send them a tweet. Tell them to invest in us. Cowboy Wrestler says, even though I hate to admit it, in fact, speaking of which, this is a triple shares night, folks. I haven't done this in some time, but this is a triple shares night. So, triple shares in Zenny 62. You invest $2. I'll give you the equivalent in shares of 3 times that, as if you invested 6. All right. So here's the link right here. All right. There's the link. Okay. Let's say invest. There it is. Okay. Now let's see. We've got Cowboy Wrestlers. Even though I hate to admit it, I would rather have the Raiders move to LA instead of Las Vegas. I always held the opinion the Raiders are a California brand. I think, the Raiders, for some particular reason, that just gives me a bellyache. And the reason it gives me a bellyache is because I like Las Vegas, and I'm very much in tune with, and have been for 10 years, the problems of Las Vegas. And I think as much as we don't like this, it was good for their economy. This was something that Vegas needed uh, to counter the decline in the casino industry. As it's changing. They've lost their grip on it. They're losing control. They've lost control. Okay. They have competitors. They have clowns to the left of them, jokers to the right. Here they are, stuck in the middle with us. Stuck in the middle with you. So my point is, I root for Vegas to succeed at this. I really do. I really do. It's a cool town. Okay, it really is a cool town. I like Vegas. So John Mark says, I would rather welcome TD as a serious investor of John Mark's radio. Good idea. Make sure you make your pitch deck. Kevin KD says, Las Vegas is the ultimate slap in the face of the Raider Nation. Well, yeah, but it is a slap in the face to Raider Nation, without question. But I'm not sure. I just don't like the idea of LA just because it just... the Raiders would have... I don't like it because, to me, the Raiders don't have their own stadium, okay? It's like, hey, you're giving up Oakland for half a loaf. It's not your stadium. It wouldn't be their stadium. Now, you would point out that Las Vegas Stadium isn't really theirs either. But technically it is. They're the lone football tenant. They will get the lion's share of the revenue. They will have to use that revenue to operate the stadium. They have to be very careful at how they do this, okay? But if it's done correctly, if the Raiders get that $500 million naming rights deal they need to make this work, if they don't get that, they're toast, okay? If they don't get that, they're toast. The Raiders have to start showing money. Because it's one thing to talk about potential and size of the stadium. It's one thing to get the events. But if you get to a point, here's where the Raiders get into trouble. If you get to a point where you cannot negotiate top dollar for sponsorships, top dollar for fees, top dollar for naming rights, which is the sponsorship, then you're going to wind up operating that stadium in the red past the first 2 or 3 years. And I'm not talking about the bond issue. That's a separate issue. I'm talking about stadium operating costs versus stadium operating expenses, okay? And then the part of the problem is that they have to use part of that naming rights deal to fill stadium construction financing gaps, all right? Now, okay. So, Cowboy Russell says LeBron's going to the Lakers. LeBron ain't going to the Lakers. I don't care who says he is. Screw him. He ain't. Malcontent says, I doubt LeBron will even come to the Western Conference unless he goes to Houston. Warriors. You know what? I'm gonna piss off everybody. You know what I'm doing right now? You know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm going to LeBron's Twitter account. I'm going to LeBron's Twitter account right now. Right now, right this minute. Hey, Chadwick Boseman is giving the golden popcorn to the gentleman, Mr. James Ryan, who disarmed the fellow in the Waffle House with just his bare hands, you know, no gun, right? Woohoo! Nice. Now, okay. I'm going to King James. There's LeBron James, all right? And what I'm doing right now, okay, right now, all right, right now, all right? Right now is what I'm doing is right now is this, okay? All right? And I'm going to put hashtag facts. I'm going to use 2 hashtags, facts handle your business, okay? All right? Okay? I'm writing this in caps. LeBron James, best place to be is with the Golden State Warriors. For 2018, 2019. King James can be an angel investor to startups in Silicon Valley and inspiration to kids in Oakland and an NBA champion with Kevin Durant. There, period. And I'm writing facts, handle your business, and then KD, Trey, all right, and then Warriors, Golden State Warriors. This is it, folks. Take a look. This is the tweet. Look at, this is it, all right? Look. Tweet to LeBron James. See that? All right. Boom. It's out there. Boom. Your tweet was posted. It's out there. Boom. So everybody can shut up. You hear what I'm saying? Look at this. Right here. There it is. I said it right there, all right? But favorite my own tweet, doggone it. LeBron James' best place to be is with the Golden State Warriors for 2018-2019. Can be an angel investor to startups in Silicon Valley, an inspiration to kids in Oakland, and an NBA champion with Kevin Durant. Facts. Handle your business, KD, Trey, Warriors. That's it, okay? That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about, you know? Handle your business, LeBron. Handle your business, LeBron. That's all I gotta say. Handle your freaking business, all right? Handle your business, LeBron. Come to Oakland. That's all I gotta say. Come to Oakland, all right? Come to Oakland. As Antisocial said, it's official. LeBron's a Warrior now. Jordan Yancey says, Golden State does not have cap room to sign him. You have to trade 2 players. Okay, yeah. Livingston and, what? Who do you want? Livingston and somebody else. Livingston and, who? Okay, I'll tell you what we can't trade. We can't trade the Hampton 5. All right? We cannot trade the Hampton 5. We'll leave the Hampton 5 intact. Everybody else got Pachula. Okay, but leave the Hampton 5 there, okay? All right? So, okay? There. And Malcolmton says, Mark Davis seems to see us working class Oaklanders as the have-nots. I don't know about that. That's interesting. Corey Brown says, I wonder if anyone at all is seriously eyeballing the potential Oakland has as an NFL city. No, and not even Oakland. That's the problem. Philly born and raised says, if LeBron goes to the Warriors, he's a coward point blank. No, he's not. That's silly. That's the stupidest thing in the world. That is dumb. Why would you call him a coward for coming to Golden State? That's stupid. You want him to chase away money? You want him to chase away wins. Why? So you can prove he's a man? That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire freaking life, okay? That's stupid. That is stupid. Just plain stupid, okay? Philly Born says, if LeBron goes to the Warriors, nah, forget it. Kevin Katie says, Malcolmton, yep. Sofa King says, they would have to trade Clay and Draymond. No, they wouldn't. Leave the Hampton 5 alone. Leave the Hampton 5 alone. Okay? Leave them alone. All right? No trade. No. Leave the Hampton 5 alone. No. Not at all. You know why? The Hampton Five would take a pay cut. So you're thinking in terms of as if they wouldn't take a pay cut. Those guys would take a pay cut to get LeBron. They would take a pay cut to get LeBron James. Straight up, okay? Straight up, all right? Oh, no problem about the Philly born. Love to have you. Kevin KD says Stephen A. Smith has been really calling KD weak for joining his 73. He don't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know. I wasn't annoying to me. You know? I mean, heck. LeBron to Sixers? Nah, forget it. After my tweet, LeBron James is coming. I'm telling you, he's coming to Golden State. All right? Signed, sealed, delivered. King James is coming to the Bay Area. That's it. I have foreseen it. It is happening. You can bless it like that. You know, the holy water and all that. Yeah, absolutely. Okay? Jordan Yan says, don't hold your breath on it. It's not something you can hold your breath to. You can count on it, though. Take a deep breath. John Mark says, I would welcome LeBron as a Warrior. Because he would be. Barry Lee says, here's the link to heaven for hope and coverage from King. I don't know what you're talking about there. So for any links you have to send that are off topic, send them to me private. Not right now. I want to stick on this, okay? John Akala says, will Warriors change their name to San Francisco when they move or keep Golden State? As I understand it, they're going to remain the Golden State Warriors. There was some kerfuffle about that a few years ago. And when word got out that the Warriors were considering a name change to San Francisco Warriors, and people on this side of the town or the Bay went ape. Because it's like, wait a minute, you can't have Oakland Warriors because Oakland is too black for you, but it's okay to have the San Francisco Warriors because, you know, San Francisco is mostly white. Ode, gotcha. That's the sign. That's the signal they would be sending, okay? And Antisocial says, imagine LeBron, JaVale McGee duo would be unstoppable. Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God. Hey, LeBron, JaVale McGee, and KD on the floor at the same time? Woo! Okay. LeBron would be the weak link for Livingston. He would be a welcome replacement, okay? He would be. LeBron should want to beat the Warriors, not join them. No, forget it. That's you talking about that. That's you, all right? This is about LeBron wanting to become a billionaire. This is about LeBron being the next Warren Buffett. Because he could come here and get closer to that than ever before. Because he's that kind. That's the other side of LeBron. Why do you think I put what I put in my tweet a moment ago about being an angel investor, you know, to startups in Silicon Valley? Ding! Hey, why do you think I attached KD Trey? Because KD Trey is into that. Woo! Okay. Okay. Joseph Ben says, if the NBA didn't veto that move after CP3, that would... Oh, Joseph Ben says, if the NBA didn't veto that move after the C3P move, that would look horrible. I hope they don't. God, what he's talking about, folks, is when CP3, the trade from the Lakers, well, when CP3, I believe, is with New Orleans, and there was talk of the Lakers. Well, no, it was a deal that was done. He was going to be a Laker. David Stern axed the deal. Had I been the owner of the Lakers, I'd have thrown a lawsuit out and made sure it hit the NBA upside the collective head faster than greased lightning. That's in what my argument had been, tampering with my franchise value. Because then securing CP3 was thought by many to be the best ticket to the NBA Finals not named LeBron James at that time. I don't believe that LeBron James is going to be anybody's best ticket to the NBA Finals on any other team than the Golden State Warriors, because LeBron, let's face it, he's getting older, and he's going to welcome a situation where he doesn't have to do it all. You gotta imagine he's getting tired of that. You gotta believe that LeBron is getting tired of being the guy all the time and not having a ring to show for it, because that's essentially what happened. He worked his butt off, but at the end of the day, he didn't come home with a prize. So I don't care what you think about manhood and all this stuff. I'm talking about money and winning. I'm talking about money, yo. I'm talking about winning, yo. That's what I'm talking about. You want to get rich and win trying? You come to Golden State. Mark it. That's what he ought to do. It's the best thing for him to do. If he doesn't know it, he didn't know it before my tweet. He knows it now. I'm going to keep reminding him, too. I mean that, okay? Talking about you. Jordan Yan says, it will be announced July 4th. Mark my words. Laker number 23, LeBron with Paul George. And they ain't going to do nothing. I don't care if they do come there. LeBron James and Paul George are not going to bring LA a championship. They'll get a lot of movies, but they are not going to bring... Actually, they may not. You know where the movie action is? Atlanta. They're better off signing with the Hawks. Everybody knows movie productions moved to Georgia. It's true. What does LA got? Rich Russian oligarchs. I'm not kidding you. You look at the money in Beverly Hills, it's foreign money today. It's not the old Hollywood money. It's different. It's different, okay? No. He's better off in the Bay Area. All right? Keep the winning machine going, man. Barry Lee says, no, LeBron will be with the Spurs because he's very close to Pop, and he has stayed at Pop's house in the past, and he was devastated when Aaron Popovich passed away. That does not equal a move. Ain't happening. Philly Bourne says, I see it as a business move for LeBron. The Bay Area, yeah, that's all I'm saying. A business move for LeBron would be Golden State. Period. He would clean up. Joseph Benson says, yeah, but he can get into the finals on pretty much any Eastern Conference contender, especially Philly with Simmons and Joe I always mispronounce Joe Embiid's name. I think I just didn't. Joe Embiid. I cannot see Philly returning to the finals with LeBron James, with that combination. I just can't see it, okay? I can't see it. The Warriors, with the way they play ball, I can see it. Strength in numbers, they would find a role for LeBron. He'll be the perfect leader emeritus. You know what I'm saying? King emeritus, King James. He would be getting his honorary degree in basketball, right? I'm serious about that. He would learn a different style of play with the Warriors that would enhance what he does. A different way of thinking about basketball that'll make him better. Hey, 20 points a night, fine, you know? A triple-double, maybe, 15 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists. Not bad, okay? How about it if you knew that every night you walked on the court, you had a guy that's going to get you your 15 or 20 points, and that was LeBron, on top of the Hampton 5, okay? Because that's what LeBron would bring them. That'd be a guaranteed 15 to 20 points a night. Guaranteed. And see, you add up Steph, Clay, KD, all those guys, right? All right? Get the young guys with Hill and Swaggy P and Jordan, all right? I like it. I like it. I like it. Joseph Ben says it would be overkill. I don't care. I don't care. He says the Warriors are already going to be in the finals like the next 5 years, at least in a row, until Les Houston figures it out. Yay! That's right. I want the rich to get richer. See, what you guys, all everyone is saying to me is, we're afraid the Warriors are going to get richer. So, I want the Warriors to get richer. That's the whole point. All right? The Warriors versus the Globetrotters. What is it? What is this? What? An antisocial postal makes a great point. Love this. He says, or she says, or whoever this person is, what free agent would be attracted to the Spurs after the Kawhi Leonard ordeal? That's a great point. Who would be? LeBron? Nah, come on now. All right? Nah. Ain't happening. Corey Brown says, just for fun, I would love to see the Dubs scrimmage against the Globetrotters. I think they did once. Jordan Yancey says, Green has already said he wants max contract from Golden State. How is that going to work? Green? I didn't see that. Green? That ain't happening. Barry Lee says, a lot of players cause everyone who knows that Kawhi and his camp want him back in a bigger market. Joseph Business says, laugh out loud, you're not being a very objective, Zinni. No, I'm not. It is not my job to be objective. My job is to have an opinion. My job is to have a pulse. My job is to make you think. My job is to make you happy or to piss you off, sometimes at the same time. Okay? Sometimes my job is to make you happy that you're pissed off, but not pissed off that you're happy. Think about it, okay? Just saying, all right? Phil Bourne says, I'd rather see Kawhi Leonard in Sixers uniform over LeBron. He fits better with our young core and would fix our weaknesses at the small forward. That's actually a great point, you know? That's actually a great point. I like that idea. Kawhi Leonard to the Sixers. What about Kawhi Leonard to the Bulls? What about Kawhi Leonard to the Bulls? Just saying, just throwing that out there. Cowboy Wrestler says, Barry Lee, if Kawhi wants a bigger market, he can up I-35. Kevin KD says Kawhi and Kyrie in Chi-Town. Yes! Absolutely. John Mark says, how about Kawhi Leonard to the Dubs? Ooh, that would be dangerous. You know what? Kawhi Leonard to the Dubs. See, the only reason I started... does he want to come to the Dubs? Let me see something. Kawhi Leonard to the Dubs. Let's see here. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, W's. Warriors. Kawhi Leonard trades with the Boston Celtics could offer. Let me see here. I'm trying to find. Doggone it. Kawhi Leonard, Warriors. All right. Why Kawhi Leonard trade scares the Warriors? Let's see here. Does it? Compare Kawhi Leonard to Tulane wing Melvin Frazier fits Warriors. The Warriors worked out 6 draft hopefuls Monday. At least one of them fits very neatly into their desired profile. Compared to Kawhi Leonard, Tulane wing Melvin Frazier fits Warriors' desire in NBA draft. Hold on a second. This is by Monty Poole. What if I can get Monty on my show here? Talk about this garbage column he wrote. Maybe I can. The Warriors worked out 6 draft hopefuls on Monday. At least one of them fits very neatly into their desired profile. Melvin Frazier brings the kind of tools that make him available to play as a rookie. A product of Tulane University, where he played under former NBA player and coach Mike Dunleavy, Frazier is a 6'6", 200-pound wing with a 7'2" wingspan and a passion for defense. Growing up where I come from, that's what we do. He said after a 2-hour workout at the Warriors downtown facility, a lot of guys today in this generation don't like to play defense. It's just something I like to do, and I know defense is going to get me on the floor. He's projected to draft late in the first round or on the second day, and they want a player who, like Jordan Bell, can contribute as a rookie, as did Pat McCall did in 2016, 2017. And McCall's a restricted free agent whose return is in question. But he threw out Frazier. It's funny, Monty Poole threw out Frazier, right? But he didn't. But here's the thing, okay? 44-year-old Terrell Owens won a 4.3 40-yard dash on Monday. Did you hear that? Terrell Owens did, all right? A 4.4. He went a 4.43 40-yard dash Monday. Dang. Report, Chris Paul believes LeBron James doesn't want to be in Houston, prefers LA. Okay. But what I don't get, though, is Monty Poole's title says, compared to Kawhi Leonard, Dwayne Wing, Melvin Frazier fits Warriors' desire in an NBA draft. But I guess he just put Kawhi Leonard in there just for, or maybe the editor did, just for SEO purposes, you know, get some clicks. Kawhi Leonard, NBA rumors do include the Warriors. Break the NBA, here's the one. Break the NBA, let's add Kawhi Leonard to the Warriors. I like that. I like that. That's by NBC Bay Area. I agree. Let's see what this is. This is who's putting this out there? That's by Ray Ratto. Let's add Kawhi Leonard to the Warriors. That would break the NBA. That would break it. And see here, Ray Ratto and I speak with one mind on this one. He says, and here they go again, the Los Angeles Lakers making a super team, the Hyenas. Sorry about that, actually. I just wanted to go out, try it out before the professional yammers get their hooks into it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody wants to like make the super team on the Lakers and like, ooh. The Warriors are the super team you want, okay? The trouble is they're not the glitz of LA, the fakery of LA. They're real. They win, all right? Just saying. They're not tinselly. They're not Tinseltown, okay? It's not happening, all right? Now, Kawhi Leonard. So if you think Kawhi Leonard, Lakers, fascinating, absolutely go for it. But I suggest Kawhi Leonard, the Warriors, way weirder. And in keeping with the general tenor of the times, let's go full bizarro world and give the Warriors everybody except LeBron. No, give the Warriors LeBron. Damn it, I'm writing my column tonight. Warriors, gotta get LeBron James. I'm laying it out, okay? Screw this. I'm tired of these pence-ants. I want the Warriors to get LeBron James, damn it. I'm mad. Now I'm really mad. I'm like ticked. Screw it. I'm like steaming. Doggone it. It must happen. Wow, it must happen. Anna Social Postal says so. Kevin Katie says, I honestly feel like the NBA needs parity. I don't. Screw it. Not enough good teams. The NBA is getting boring. No, so, you know what's better is when, I'll tell you what boring is not. Boring is a team like the Celtics getting as far as they did with that young, scrappy team and that coach who on occasion was brilliant, but sometimes he was so brilliant that he was stupid. You know, he kind of missed a certain thing, like LeBron passing to the left, which, hey, you didn't know that, dude? It's on film. Eh. John Mark says, oh, really? What's up with the what? Cowboy Wrestler says, what I'm trying to say is that, I got that one. If Kawhi wants to play in a bigger market, he can go up to the Metroplex, Dallas, which is the 5th largest media market in the nation. Great point. He's got a great point, apparently. He really does. I don't agree with the parity thing. Corey Brown says Las Vegas is trying to entice the A's AAA affiliate. Yeah, I've heard that one. I have heard that one. Kevin D said, KD says, Vegas, get your own teams. Corey Brown, I remember hearing those same rumors from last season. And Philly Bourne says, the scariest scenario would be if Kawhi Leonard goes to the Celtics. That team could beat the Warriors. You think so? I pray that doesn't happen. You never know with Danny Ainge. If LeBron James goes to the Warriors, then I'm sorry, the Warriors still beat the Celtics, even with Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, because LeBron gives them a flexibility and a defensive prowess that even the Warriors didn't have before. So, yeah. And then not only that, with LeBron being able to sit out more, get some rest, when he comes in, he's fresher and more effective. I think that's going to be really cool, okay? Antisocial says, T.O. to the Pats. Corey Brown says, is there any truth to... got that one. No, they're not going after the actual A's. And there's only so much money to go around. Barry Lee says, Spurs won't trade Kawhi Leonard to a Western team. If a California team wants Kawhi Leonard, they'd have to wait until his contract is up after next season. If traded, he's going to an East team for a year. And Kevin KD says, if Kawhi went to the Dubs, he would get to stay in Cali. Great point. And then he says, Joseph Bensman, you can't win with Westbrook. Malcolmton says, Draymond recently said that he already took a salary hit in order to get KD. Will he do that twice in a row? If not Draymond, who doesn't get paid this time? Well, you got Kevin Durant, right? I mean, he and LeBron are thick as thieves. You've got, and not only that, don't forget, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, LeBron James, and Steph Curry, they're all in business. You know, Beats by Dre, they're all in business with that, okay? So they've got a lot of off-the-court business. And Iguodala, they're all tied up in business like that. And a lot of their focus has been on the Bay Area oriented. Like, remember, Beats got bought by Apple. So they've got some big money involvement that points to the Bay Area anyway. Their money, right? All right, so folks, it is it's almost 2 o'clock in the East. This has been a great conversation. I'm going to stop it at what is 2 o'clock there, and whatever time it is here, because I gotta get ready for bed. I'm still on East Coast time, basically, is what it is. Okay, I am still on East Coast time. So lively conversation. Now tomorrow I will be at this time. I may do the live stream from Oakland City Council. We'll see. I'm thinking about it. Thinking about sitting in the off to the side there and doing the stream, just so you can see what City Council is like. Okay, I'm giving that serious thought. Malcolmton says Corey Brown searched for the article why A's could follow. I've seen that one. I thought it was a ridiculous article. Barry Lee says, Dallas Mavericks, you're right. Why would he play for Mark Cuban, who was fined $25,000 for throwing games to get a better draft pick? Ooh. Ooh. I didn't know that. Joseph Benjamin says, we are building the team up, Kevin. If anyone's going to be a Knicks fan, patience is vital. Yeah, but to what degree, man? You sound like Spike Lee, man. Talking about you, Joseph Benjamin. Joseph Benjamin says, Warriors beat anyone with LeBron. Overkill. That's right. That's the operative word. Overkill. I want the NBA to have the same feeling that the NBA collectively had when the Warriors got Kevin Durant. Like, game over, man. And I want them to be angry. Okay? I mean angry. When they get LeBron, oh, dang it. I'm serious. I want them to cower. I want them to be on their knees like, no, this can't happen. No. Yes. Okay? That's what I want. I'm serious about that. I want them to beg for mercy. Kevin KD says, unless Dolan's going to turn into Steph Curry for you guys, the Knicks are toasted indefinitely. I agree. Malcolmton says, $25,000 to Mark Cuban is like pocket lamp. doesn't care about 25,000. That's true. Oh, hey, good night, Barry Lee. And all right, folks. I'm out of here. This has been a lot of fun. Hey, on the way out, folks, thumbs up, please. I think you got all these people who expected me to stream the MTV Awards, and they're mad. It's like, thumbs up, because this has been a great conversation. There's like 25 of you watching. Come on, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you, 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 thank you. Good night, everybody. Good night. Watch horror films. Hey, John Marks, have you seen the trailer for Halloween? Just curious. It was good stuff. Hey, Antisocial was good stuff. Thank you. And you added to it, man. All right, man, I don't know who you are, but thank you. Yeah. John Marks, what did you think of the Halloween deal? Halloween trailer? Yeah? Yeah? All right. I'm going to... See you, everybody. All right. See ya. Good night. Good night. See you Tuesday.